Electives are available in every semester. Like you can opt for electives whenever you want. That can be core course, and you can club it with an elective, or you can opt for both electives. Anyhow,
If you are interested in communications and networking, you can opt through, like, go for it through engineering management as well, because we can take subjects from different courses. So I would suggest you to go through the course catalog, which is available on the website, because we can take some courses from the telecommunications department as well. So if that serves the purpose, you can always take engineering management, because you'll have ample opportunities open. So if you don't want to land up in networking and communications and you feel you are interested in some other field, you can always opt for it, having taken engineering management. So please go through the course catalog, which is available at the website. That will be clearer for you. So it again depends, because okay, the students admitted are 250, but not all students are going to take the same courses. So it all depends, because say like I have taken database management systems this semester, and we have students from engineering management, information systems, and different courses in that class. So it depends on course to course. But to give you a rough idea, we have around 50 to 60 students per class. But again, depends on the course. For economic decision making, we just had 40 students. Yeah, absolutely. And even if the class size is large, say, even if it's 60, if you are really verbal and you have your doubts, professors are really helpful too. They'll answer your doubts right in the middle of the lecture, and they'll help you out with anything. So that's one of the, when the professors teach you the co-op search strategy. So that is what we are taught, like where you want to see yourself. So the first thing is you need to figure out the location. So many people just want to stay in Boston, so that's one thing. And the second thing is which type of industry you want to work in. So if you want to work in financial industry, like companies like Fidelity Investments and State Street, these are the financial companies. So you can apply for positions which these companies offer. So it's not necessary that you may just land up in a hardcore technical company. So it all depends where you want to work, and you can apply for that role, say data analytics, data analyst in that field, in that company. At this point of time, students don't have that selection criteria, like which type of industry they want to work in. It's just to get a co-op, no matter, like some students get in healthcare, some students do get in financial services, and then in consulting as well, and in hardcore technical companies. So the main aim of students is of getting a co-op irrespective of the industry. So for first semester, I would suggest you guys to take 2 courses per semester. So the third course which we were talking about, ENCP 6000, which is mandatory to complete before you go on a co-op, that's of 1 credit, and it does not get counted in your 32 credits. So it's 4 credits per course. So it will be 8 credits in the first semester.
Okay.
56,000 is 1 credit. That does not count in your 32 credits. On an average, you are completing 8 credits per semester. Some students do take like 3 courses in a semester, but it gets really hectic if you take like 4 credit course, 4 credit 3 courses, and you don't get much time for other activities. But it's absolutely fine if you are willing to take it. So in that case, you complete 12 credits. The core courses are of 4 credits each. Some electives are of 3 credits. So depending on the course, but generally the electives are also of 4 credits. So if the elective is of 3 credits, so depends, like you may complete 7 credits that semester. Yeah, so many students while doing a co-op take an online course. We cannot take an online course in the last semester. So because when you are on a co-op, and no matter wherever you are, you can take an online course and just get done with one of the subjects. So in that case, you complete your 4 credits as well. So by the time you complete your co-op, you are done with 5 subjects, 20 credits. Yeah. So you are just left with 12 credits. And that also depends on the duration of your co-op. In this case, we are talking about the 8-month co-op. So if it's a 4-month co-op, then again, you can just take 2 semesters, 8 credits. Out of the remaining 12 credits, you can complete 8 credits in one semester and leave one subject for your last semester. No, if we work for 8 months, we cannot complete it in 2 years, because after completing 1 year, like I complete my 1 year in this April, and if I get a co-op for 8 months, that will last till December. So I'll be only able to do 4 more credits. Yeah, we can, but then 3 courses a semester gets really hectic. But if you are willing to go for it, you can complete it in 2 years. So this also depends on subject to subject. So courses like operations research, probability statistics don't have lab hours, but technical ones like database management systems, these courses have lab hours. But so the professors we don't have official lab hours, but professors keep unofficial lab just to make the students learn the coding language. So yeah, it works like that. No, it's not like that. DWBI is a course which even we can take, and we are planning to take it next semester. That's why we are doing database management systems right now, because it's a prerequisite for DW, this data warehousing and business center.
One thing I would like to add on here is, as some of you mentioned, like getting your core courses, you can only get your core courses waived. If you are from a computer background and you already have a knowledge of MySQL or DBMS, you cannot waive them, as those are your electives. So you need to do those electives. I myself had this query, so I'd like to make it clear to you guys.